completely. I get to be the one to hold your hand. I get to be the one.
One of the most exciting and rewarding times is when we are able to attend the Adoption Day celebration. As November is National Adoption Month, we always celebrate on the Friday before Thanksgiving, National Adoption Day.
Through birthdays and broken bones, I'll be there to watch you grow. I get to be the one.
To give children the stability and the love to know that they're never going to be moved again, that this is their forever family, as we like to say. So it's just wonderful that we can now help families to that final step and to follow them through.
I get to be the one.
Red. One red.
One red, move one red then, Mariana. The process of adopting them was not easy. It was challenging. There's a lot of red tape and there's a lot of paperwork. Fortunately, children awaiting parents talked us down from freaking out a few times.
Families can call at any time, and that's before or after the adoption. And if there is an issue, we should be able to identify those resources needed to support that family and to ensure that that placement doesn't disrupt. As an adoptive parent, I know what that feels like, to feel alone and feel like no one understands. And I just want the families to know that they're not alone.
After a few years of trying to have kids the conventional way and trying to start a family, Heather brought up the possibility of adoption, and I said, I'm completely open to it. Let's look into it some more. And then, what seemed like 3 minutes later, she had Veronica's card and and was explaining children awaiting parents to me. And I met with Veronica, or we both met with Veronica, and Veronica sold the deal. I mean, right away. It was just seemed like why didn't we think of this 5 years ago?
He had a hard time calling me mom right away. He called me Heather. They called us Heather and Bobby for a while. It wasn't until they moved in with us that he started calling me mom, and it was a couple weeks after they moved in with us that he started saying mom regularly. That was unbelievable. And now, of course, it's mom, 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 mom.
I had to go through a lot of homes, and it was really sad when I had to leave them, and it was really tough for me to go through home to home, and I'm like, I hope this is the one through most of the homes until I got here, and then this was my home.
Ooh, what's that? We gotta find that one. Where is it?
It's way up here.
Wow, Mariana, you're way up there. You're in ice cream land.
Shane told me he wanted to take our last name. All along, he had been saying he wanted to keep his birth last name in his name as a middle name. And when he looked at me and said, I don't want to keep that anymore, I just want to be Henry, it was pretty emotional.
One of the first times they spent the night at our house before they moved in with us, she had an ear infection, and I woke up to the sounds of her crying in her room by herself. Knowing that that's probably how she handled every time being sick was heartbreaking. So when she started to look to us for comfort and to be snuggled and cuddled and loved, I knew then that she knew that we were there for her.
They bring me to a lot of fun places, and I have a lot of fun with them. They play games with me sometimes. We all have dance parties. Sometimes watch family movies, and they're just really nice. My kids are my kids. I was at an event a couple weeks ago and someone spoke about raising someone else's children and what a nice thing to do, or whatever that is. I don't look at it that way. I'm not raising someone else's children. I'm raising my children. They came to us a different way.